If your Honda or Acura V6 engine has started shuddering or hesitating while you're cruising on the highway, you might be looking at a repair bill that reaches well into the thousands. Have you noticed a flashing check engine light or a sudden drop in your oil level between changes? You'll want to stay until the end of this video because what looks like a simple bad spark plug often hides a much deeper mechanical defect that requires a partial engine teardown. It usually starts with a subtle jerk or hesitation, especially when the eco light on your dash turns on or off. Drivers often report that the car feels like it's stumbling over itself at highway speeds, or they notice the engine isn't idling as smoothly as it used to. Many owners assume they just need a basic tune-up or perhaps a fresh set of spark plugs, only to find the symptoms returning just a few hundred miles later. The uncertainty of why a modern, well-maintained engine is suddenly burning oil can be frustrating. You might check your dipstick and find it's low, even though there are no puddles on your garage floor. This isn't a simple leak. The oil is being consumed inside the engine, and it's slowly fouling your spark plugs until they can no longer fire properly. This isn't a simple leak. The oil is being consumed inside the engine, and it's slowly fouling your spark plugs until they can no longer fire properly. This issue affects several popular V6 models from 2013 through 2020. Specifically, it targets the Honda Odyssey, Pilot, and Acura V6, along with the Acura MDX and TLX, among others. If you own one of these and see a check engine light, a scan tool will likely reveal codes P0301, P0302, P0303, or P0304. These codes point to misfires in cylinders 1 through 4, which are the primary victims of this specific defect. The root cause, according to Honda Service Bulletin 16-103, is a combination of the Variable Cylinder Management System, or VCM, and the design of the piston rings. The VCM system shuts down specific cylinders to save fuel when you don't need full power. However, in these engines, the piston rings have what's called low wear toughness. This allows oil sludge to build up in the ring grooves during those deactivation cycles. Once that sludge accumulates, the piston rings get stuck, instead of creating a tight seal against the cylinder wall. The stuck rings allow oil to bypass the piston and enter the combustion chamber. This is why you see the oil consumption and the oil-fouled spark plugs. If you pull the plugs from the back 3 cylinders and they're covered in black, wet gunk while the others look clean, you've confirmed the problem. Simply replacing the spark plugs is a temporary band-aid because the underlying ring issue will just foul the new ones again. The official repair involves removing the cylinder heads and the oil pan to get to the pistons. Technicians have to replace the piston rings on cylinders 1 through 4 with an updated, more durable set designed to resist this wear and sludge buildup. While the engine is open, the combustion chambers and piston tops are cleaned of all that carbon crust. In many cases, the dealership will also perform a software update for the engine control module. This update changes how the VCM system operates to help prevent the temperature drops and sludge formation that caused the rings to stick in the first place. On forums and sites like Reddit, owners often share their frustration with being told they need a top-end rebuild on a vehicle they thought was bulletproof. Many enthusiasts have turned to aftermarket VCM muzzlers or disable kits to keep all 6 cylinders firing at all times, hoping to prevent the sludge from ever forming. While these are popular, they don't fix the damage if your rings are already stuck and your plugs are already fouled. The cost for this repair is significant. At an independent shop, you can expect a total bill around $1,800 to $2,200 for parts and labor. At a dealership, where labor rates are higher and OEM parts are standard, the total for this job can easily reach $3,200 to $3,800, depending on your local market and if any secondary damage, like a clogged catalytic converter, is found. Depending on your local market and if any secondary damage, like a clogged catalytic converter, is found. If you've experienced this stuttering, did the dealer help you out with a goodwill repair or did you have to pay out of pocket? Let us know in the comments. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into common vehicle defects.